Tiffany Cross, thank you. You always represent us well, and my question is, do these people that's making these laws understand what they have done to generations of people? I'm from in that era, 1973 with the law. I had already had 2 bogus abortions that stopped me from having kids. It changed my whole life. Do these people really know what they're doing? Do they understand? And from that point, my life was ruined for the rest of my life because unthinkable things that I had to go through from that. Thank you.
Wow. Well, first and foremost, Celeste, thank you so much for sharing such a powerful and personal story with us. And to answer your question, no, absolutely. They do not understand. And by they, I mean the men who hold legislative power to pass these ridiculous abortion laws as if they have an iota of a clue exactly what's best for women. But you know who else needs to be held accountable? The group of white women who have overwhelmingly voted Republican for decades, enabling these conservative lawmakers to continuously attempt to pass restrictive reproductive laws. Take Marjorie Taylor Greene, for example, who got into a shouting match with Democrats on Friday.
The basic thing we taught first, respect your
Nuts. Listen, if you don't want to have an abortion, I've got good news for you. You don't have to. You don't have to have one. But taking away a sense of agency over other women's bodies, you are forcing them to face complications like financial instability and dangerous abortion procedures like the one that Celeste unfortunately went through. Now, recently states like Texas and Oklahoma have successfully passed restrictive laws, and who knows how many other states may join that list. On Friday, the House passed the Women's Health Protection Act, which would allow healthcare professionals to provide patients with an abortion despite any limitations a state may impose, like Texas, under his eye. But frankly, that bill faces an uphill battle in the Senate, and we can't look for help from the increasingly right-wing Supreme Court, which will take up a case at the end of the year that could actually overturn Roe v. Wade. That's right, take it seriously. And remember, the only way you can really stop the surge of these anti-abortion laws from happening across this country is by voting and removing from office the people who stand between you and the liberty you have over your own body. This is just part of the reason that 18 states have enacted 30 voter restriction laws. The state houses are where these laws are passed. So while federal elections tend to suck up all the oxygen in the room, guys, pay attention to your state reps and state senators and make sure they represent your values and not your tyranny. So thank you so much, Celeste, for a very open and vulnerable question and for reminding us what's at stake when it comes to reproductive health. And to all of you watching at home, remember, we really want to hear from you. We want your burning questions about politics or policy, but they do have